What's up, folks? Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? How have I been? Me, the new year. I know we're already in February and I haven't seen you guys in a while. But I got shit going on. As we all do. So Stan Lee died since I last spoke to you. That was a bit of a heartbreak, huh? I mean, Jesus. I can't even imagine, like, life without Stan Lee. You know, could you imagine? Could you imagine what pop culture in the world today would be without Stan? Without Jack Kirby, also without. I mean, we could go on into semantics, but we're talking about Stan. I mean, there's so many heroes, but we lost Stan. I don't know if I spoke about it. I think I might have. We also lost the incredible and irreplaceable Jon Schnepp. He, if you don't know who he was he directed Metalocalypse, he worked on Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, he was a comic book writer, he hosted Collider Heroes, if you've ever seen, I'll post a link, down below. He tragically passed away at 52, very suddenly, like it happened over the course of like 2 weeks, like he got sick. Then, like, he thought he had, like, pneumonia. Meanwhile, he was still doing it. Heroes, the last episode he did, he could barely speak, almost. Like, he was very, very hoarse. And then he went to the hospital, and then all of a sudden he was in a coma, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, shit, he had a stroke. And that's that. Like, it was a massive stroke that just took him out. And his poor wife, I don't know, she wasn't actually married to him, but they were definitely together for so long and business partners, and she's keeping it alive. But she, I mean, what a brave woman. And she came out, and Collider, God bless them, they did a wonderful tribute, 24 hours of continuous, just like the best of Schnepp. It's very sad. Yes, I still have my Christmas tree up in February, but it's a winter tree, so you can't hate me. It's a winter tree. There's no ornaments on it. It's just colored rose gold, baby, with white lights and a neon topper. So it celebrates winter. I did a thing. I bought this. I just bought it this week. I didn't get it at launch because I was in real deep on Watch Dogs, the original, which I had not played yet. And then, I mean, I loved it. It was a little long-winded, but I loved it. Lots of cool. That was a cool story. I enjoyed it. So I was holding out. Plus, I've been trying to beat Breath of the Wild to 100% completion. And I'm at like 98%. So that was another reason delaying me from getting Red Dead. I decided that I had to take a little break from Breath of the Wild because honestly I'm at a point where there's so little for me to do that finding those few things is so difficult. My God! And they're like question marks on like my list of shit to do. Anyway, if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. So finally, I decided to give it a break and come back to it on downtime and grind through it when I can. But anyway, I decided to break down and get Red Dead. And my God, what a fucking game! You kidding me? I don't want to spoil anything here, but I mean, Jesus. Rockstar doesn't fuck around, man, when they come to their games. You know, I have much love for what they do. And the CEO or the head or something, he just stepped down, which is strange. That's the schman over there in the window. You have to excuse a little shit on my table. I'm doing kitchen. I'm rearranging the kitchen, and actually this room is going to be a game room. This is kind of the office in my production area. But, production. Like I have a lot of production recently. No, but we're, like, there's a whole entire changeover happening inside. I'll try not to spill beer on my mini systems over here. Anyway, Red Dead. My God. I gotta tell you, I was not prepared. I knew it was gonna be good. The AI in the game is absolutely unbelievable. You just like... It's such a... Oh, my little thing's popping up saying I'm low battery, so I'm going to cut this short. Anyway, it's such a realistic experience, and the world itself is just bananas. I mean, what a fun place to hang out in. And there's so much, like, going on. This, like, you know, you're riding through the woods, and all of a sudden, there's, like, a guy taking photos getting mauled by fucking wolves and shit. Like, it's such an experience. I mean, I went and robbed some place, and, I shot everybody in the place, but there was one person in there begging me, telling me that they were captive kind of thing. And they whipped out a Derringer and started shooting at me. Okay? So I was going to save their ass. I left them alive, but they started shooting at me first. And as the law of the West states, you get, you know, you can retaliate. And I did. I retaliated. And I took out my sawed-off double barrel. And I blew their head across the fucking wall, which I was not expecting. Look, you know, we can talk about violence in video games, but I mean, the reality of the situation is video games and violence in video games. Look, not all video games are made for kids. Not all movies are made for kids. Not all books are made for kids. Not all comic books are made, you know, like, there's a difference. So, you know, don't buy your kid Red Dead Redemption if he's under a certain age, or if they're under a certain age. Don't do it, because it's violent as fuck and it's awesome. The realism of this world is just out of control. I will say this, they went really real in this game, and you know, sometimes it can take you a while to do anything. I mean, Jesus Christ. I didn't think it would take 15 minutes just to leave camp, because I gotta shave, I gotta fucking brush my horse, I gotta talk to everybody there in town. You have to excuse me, I'm gonna take a leak while I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, you have to do all this stuff, and it's just, I didn't make my bed. What a disaster. Should have. Oh, that's good. So, yeah, no, it just, I think, like this little moment that we're sharing right now, this basically could be a moment in the game, because they really, like, if you don't eat, you don't shave, you don't fucking feed your horse, you don't brush your horse, you don't, you know, give him or her, or whatever horse you happen to have at the time, compliments. Oh, I got the hand sanitizer here. I'm not washing my hands after fucking taking a leak. I'm not a fucking savage. Hold on a second. Got the sanitizer. Doing the right thing. Anyway, the game's realism is just spectacular. I thought at first, when I first started playing it, that the controls were a little clunky. But as I've gone along, now keep in mind I've only been playing for like 4 days. But as I've gone along, I've realized how the controls work, and they're very, like, you have much more control over your boy Arthur than most controls you have over a character. Like, it's very fluid once you get the hang of it. You have to get the hang of it, though. Anyway, I suggest it. Don't buy it for your kids. Get the game, Red Dead Redemption. It's fantastic. Late to the party. But does the party really get started until I show up anyway? Anyway, this is your boy Terry Taylor. I don't know what this was. I was just saying what's up. You'll see more of me. I promise you. I know I've said that before, but you will. You'll see more of me. Anyway, nice to see you guys. See you soon. Click like down below. Subscribe. The thumbs up. The notification bell. Yada yada yada. Follow me on social media. It's all gonna be down there. So you'll be able to click links and whatnot, or don't. I don't really give a shit. Anyway, it's nice to see you guys. I'll be back. Bye.